Last time we danced, I learned some brand new moves.
So the first thing I'm doing is spraying my face with some of the Mario Badescu Rose Water. I find it hydrating, and then on top of that I do a moisturizing primer from Makeup Forever. I will have every product I use linked in the description in the order I used it if you're interested. And then I'm using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. This is literally the best foundation ever. I think this is my 5th bottle. I don't think I'll ever leave it. It's just, I have no words. Please go try it. Please try a sample. Bless yourself. And I find it works best with a beauty blender. It really gives it a nice airbrushed look, and it blends it really easily. So I just do that and blend it with my neck. Then this is my favorite concealer. I think this is better than any high-end concealer that I've ever tried. It's a Maybelline Age Rewind, but it's in the brightener. It's like pinky, and it just gives you this glow. I have no words. Nothing will compare. It's amazing. Then I'm doing nose contour with a ColourPop stick, but there's not a lot left, so I have to dig it out with a brush. And I just basically use a few shades darker than me, just for nose contour, and then I'll blend it out, and that's how I do it. It works for me. Some people like to use powder. I like to do cream and then some powder on top. I find it works best. And then I blend out everything else. Obviously, it's time to bake. I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It powder to bake because this is my favorite one. It just makes you look so bright, and it's not too powdery. I just really enjoy it. I find it to be very smooth. And I do that also underwear I'm going to contour, and then in the center of my forehead, so that when I do my cream bronzer, after this it's going to look super glowy because there was no powder where it's going to be put. I don't know. I know it's very weird, but I like it. Coco says yes too, girl. Oh yes, honey. Then I'm taking this Chanel cream bronzer, which is my, if I had to keep one makeup product, it'd be this. It's amazing. And I am using a smaller brush and blending that into where I didn't put on the powder. Sometimes it can get a little hard to blend, but just try your best and blend, and then it looks just so glowy on your forehead. I know it's such a random thing to enjoy, but it looks very good. So I do that, and then I'll put it in the other place. And also just the baking helps you place the contour better, even though I don't like it really too sharp. I like it blended but still dark. And then to set it, I use a Makeup Forever Pro's Bronze Fusion and this actually brush from e.l.f., which I love. It's this angled, thick brush, and it just applies it so nicely. It's also, the edges are good to blend with it, and I like my contour and bronze to be pretty there. So if you can not make it as heavy, obviously you don't need to. And then I blend it out with my neck to make that, nice transition. Then I'm using the Flesh and Fantasy blush from Marc Jacobs. This is my favorite blush shade. I honestly think I'm going to go through the whole thing before I switch. I just love that. And Tarte Expose are my two favorites. Oh yeah, and also my eyebrows, I got microbladed, which I'll have a video on coming soon, so I don't have to fill my eyebrows. This is literally what they look like when I wake up. It's honestly the best decision I made in 2016, let's be honest. And then I'm putting on some Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's just a primer potion. I really like it. And then I am using the Mega Pro 3 shade, and I'm using just only the colors in the first row. So I'm putting on a light plumish color, blending that out, doing that on the same on the other side. And then I'm putting it in the inner corner as well, the darker shade. It kind of makes your eyes look bigger because I'll put a light color in the middle. And I'm just using a brush that came with the Best of Makeup by Mario Anastasia collaboration. What is that called? Yeah, her. But I'm blending that out. I'm just doing kind of a V very loosely and making sure that there's no harsh creases. And then I'll go in with a little bit of a darker shade after that, as you'll see in a second. And I'm going to start basically layering darker shades slowly and only to the outer area. So now I put a little bit of a darker shade, but I only put it super where it's outer, just to make your eyes look bigger. I find this works for me. So it's just a darker purple, and I'm going to blend that and put it, as you can tell, just almost a mini V. I almost do a bunch of V's, but they get smaller. So the big V is light blended. This is a smaller V, and then I'll go do a darker one with the darkest purple shade. I like purples recently. I don't even know why. They're almost dark plums, but I find if you have blue eyes, check it out, or even green eyes, purples are just really nice. And then I'm doing that in the front, as you can see. I highly recommend this palette if you can still get it. I think it's really useful, and the colors are really nice. Then I'm using just a powdery baby pink white almost color and putting in the center. It's that shade super chalky, so I ended up spraying it and trying to blend that in. And then on the bottom, I sprayed my brush and put on kind of a rose gold shade. I think it added a nice shimmer. It's a nice touch to do a bronze on the bottom, especially for blue eyes. I like it. I think a bronze on any eye color would look really, really good. So I'd try that out if you haven't. Then I want to do a liquid liner. I always use Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's my favorite. I think it's like basically waterproof. It really does not smudge. Even if you guys, okay, my eyes get kind of watery sometimes. I don't know if you have that issue. I'm also cleaning it up right now, as you can see, just with some concealer, so the wings look nice. But my eyes get watery easily, and it used to ruin my liner, but now I use her, and now she's so good. I highly recommend this liner. Very nice. And I just like to make some nice crispy wings. I just kind of make the wing and I connect it like that. That's kind of my technique. And then I clean it up just to make the wings sharp. And sometimes I'll even it out if I don't think they're even. Like sometimes the one's a little higher or something, but sometimes it's not as noticeable with lashes. Honestly, glitter is kind of hard to use for me. It just kind of messes up my look sometimes, but I decided to put on a little bit because it's New Year's Eve. So I just do like a line right above where my eye crease is. I don't know why I do it. I just like the way it looks. I think it's like fun. And I'm using an Urban Decay glitter liner. Again, I'll have everything linked down below. And then I put it in the inner corners too. I think it's really fun for photos. And just like, it's like a little sparkle, you know? When else can you do this? My lashes are from Velour. I'll have those linked down below too. I get a ton of questions on these. I think these are the lashes I get the most questions on when I wear. They make your eyes look big and very open. This liquid lipstick also I get a ton of questions on. It's the Marc Jacobs new liquid lipsticks in Fawn Over Me. Their liquid lipstick formula is the best liquid lipstick formula I've ever tried in my life. I highly recommend it. And this shade is really nice. It's like not too nude, but it's like pretty. Then I'm using the Makeup Forever, the highlighters in the gold shade. Usually I do one layer like this and it just looks really natural and pretty, but I wanted to go hard, so I did like 4 layers. And it's really like metallic, but I just wanted photos, and you know, it's New Year's Eve, like it's my excuse for everything. And this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have everything linked down below, and my top is from Sorella. I'll have it linked if it's still in stock as well, that I wore for New Year's. And I'll see you guys soon. Please subscribe. Yeah, Coco says subscribe too. Oh yeah.
Time we danced, I learned some brand new moves. Since the last time we kissed, I learned a thing or two. Since the last time